Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back to another candle review. Up next, we have a Bath & Body Works candle in the scent Pumpkin Snickerdoodle. This is from their America's Favorite collection. I did pick up a few candles from this particular collection, and they were, I think it was during a day where they were, or a weekend where they were having a $12.95 candle sale. And then I had randomly gotten a 25% off coupon. So that was probably one of the best deals that I've gotten on Bath & Body Works candles in quite some time. So yeah, that was awesome. I'm glad that I got a good deal on this candle because I'm gonna be showing you guys what one of my newest annoyances is in terms of the burn quality of the Bath & Body Works candles. And it's really kind of frustrating because it does ultimately start to affect the smell of the fragrance itself. But before we get to the overall like burn quality, let's go through the fragrance notes and sort of talk about what I smell. And then we will get into the burn quality here. First of all, I really liked the overall look of this whole collection. The whole little like banner type situation that they have going on here, I just think is so cute. I love the white, slightly opaque glass. I just think the look of the overall collection is fantastic. Not to mention, big, huge, fat fan of these lids. So, you know, I don't just want to like crap on the candles because Bath & Body Works really does do it right in a few different areas. And I do think a lot of their labels are really fantastic. I think a lot of the unique lids that they come out with are also very, you know, pretty and unique. So that's a plus. Let's talk about the scent. Okay, your fragrance notes here are warm sugar cookies, ground cinnamon, and fresh nutmeg. Now, I think this was one of those ones. Let me just double check on the website because I think this was one of the ones where it like the labels on the bottom got messed up. So bear with me here. Allow. Okay, so I need to look up Pumpkin Snickerdoodle. Yeah, I'm reading what was on the bottom of the candle because I took a picture of it with my phone. But I want to double check on the website here to see if it differs. Nope, that's the same. Warm sugar cookies, ground cinnamon, fresh nutmeg, sprinkled with sugar. And really, that's kind of what a snickerdoodle is, right? Like, it's like a thicker, maybe sugar cookie with a sprinkling of like cinnamon and sugar and nutmeg on top. At least that's how I've always made snickerdoodles. There is nothing pumpkin in this. I'm not sure why they're calling it a pumpkin snickerdoodle. I don't pick up pumpkin at all. What I do pick up are kind of, I guess, some typical pumpkin pie spices. I really do get that beautiful freshly ground cinnamon. It's not a spicy cinnamon at all. It's definitely like a Ceylon cinnamon for sure. There is a beautiful nutmeg note in here. And a like just a basic sugar cookie note. It doesn't smell like Mary cookie, but basically just like a sugar cookie. It actually reminds me a lot of the sugar cookie scent from Scentsy. I feel like those two smell very similar. So as far as like the scent itself, it's not exotic. It's not something very unique or super different. But it's a beautiful scent. I mean, it smells like you are baking some snickerdoodle cookies. Like, I don't think that I would change anything about the fragrance. I think it smells good. The strength is pretty decent. I would say that the strength is probably like a 6.5, 7, and the throw is right around, I would say like, doesn't travel super far, but it certainly fills up the area where I'm burning it. So I'll put the throw at about, I'll put that at about a 6. But in the room where it is really quite strong and really quite noticeable. So no complaints about strength or throw. It's a great blender type scent. It goes really well with whatever other fall scent you are burning. It's delicious in that way. I have no complaints about that. And I even think that the strength and throw are, they're okay for this. I don't think I need it to be much more than that. But what I'm noticing, and this is something that is happening with a lot of my Bath & Body Works candles. I'm gonna pick you guys up, hopefully not too awkwardly, but I'm hoping you can see what's happening here. Do you see those little fibers? Yeah, oh, that's nice. Here, let me see if I can, I've got this fancy new camera. Oh yeah, look at that zoom. And I don't have to get super close. Do you see all those little fibers down there? Those are falling off the wicks. So it's the like carbon residue and wick residue that is discoloring the wax. Also, I don't know if over here this discoloration is more of like a scorch mark than anything else. I don't think it's really sooting per se, because it's just in that one area. But yeah, let me tell you what the problem is with, make sure I don't turn the camera off here. Let me tell you what the problem is with that discoloration. And that is that unfortunately, when you get like enough of that into the wax, and as you can see, I am just past the halfway point. The problem is when you start getting more of that into the wax, it starts to affect the fragrance. And I'm just smelling it now on this burn, because up until this burn today, this has not had any of that like discoloration happening at all. It just literally started today. I do trim the wicks on this one. But the wicks are not strong enough for me to wipe the wicks without them snapping even further. So they're pretty fragile. Because with a lot of my Kringle Country candles, the paraffin wax, the wicks are really strong and I can actually wipe the wicks without snapping them. And that takes away a lot of that carbon residue, which helps with that then not dropping back into the wax and not only discoloring the wax, but then also changing the fragrance overall. And this is just something that has been happening to a lot more of my Bath & Body Works candles than I really care to admit. I used to be able to burn my Bath & Body Works candles completely finished without any issues. Now, it's been years since I've really been able to do that, but I just feel like it's very rare for me to burn a Bath & Body Works candle the whole way down. I will say, I'm not going to return these candles, because even though I probably could walk in the store and say, hey, you know, like this wax totally turned disgusting, I'm not going to be able to like finish burning this because it is going to affect the smell of the candle. They start to smell smoky is what happens. Like it just smells off, right? But I have found that as long as I put these into a candle crock or underneath a lamp not long after this starts to happen, the fragrance isn't affected as much, and I can still get some life out of the candle, if that makes sense, and some use, if you will. And that way I don't feel too terrible about the fact that I couldn't even burn this candle completely finished, even if I wanted to. I use my candle crocks a lot. And sometimes I will even put like a full, completely unburned candle into a crock. Like I never look at that as like a waste. It's just a different way of fragrancing my home, right? I know some people think that the crocks are wasteful, and that's totally fine. You don't have to use them, but it's a really great tool for candles like this, where they're just not behaving. There is no way for me to correct this at this point because the wicks are just gonna keep doing it. Even if I poured off that level of melted wax there, it would still continue to happen the rest of the way down the candle because I tested that and it with one of my other candles that was doing the same thing and it still did it. So yeah, I mean, I still give the fragrance 2 thumbs up because it's just a good basic gourmand scent. And if there's anything that Bath & Body Works does pretty well, it's gourmand candles. I think they do well with a lot of their different cake scents that they've done in the past. I think they do good with cookie scents, especially just fall gourmands. Like they have a system for this and they smell really good. That being said, I don't know if this is a case of the wicks just being too hot. I will say that I am noticing the label sort of cracking a little bit over here. I'm not sure if that will come up on camera. Again, I'll try to zoom in and hopefully it stays focused. So, wow, I love this new camera. This is, oh yeah, you can see it. Do you see like how there's cracks? Those were not there. And this is really hot right now, you guys. Like this is crazy, crazy hot. So I think I can barely even touch this even down here at the bottom. It's not really doing it over here, but yeah, I'm starting to see this label sort of break down a little bit right there. Anyway, please let me know what your experience is. Is this happening to you at all? Do you notice that the candles are burning super, super hot? Is that the problem? I'm not sure. I know that I'm trimming my wicks. I have a good sense of what it takes to take care of a candle and to get it to burn the best possible way. But it just seems like no matter what I do with some of these Bath & Body Works candles, they keep, you know, not being the best for me. That being said, do I still continue to buy them? Yeah, absolutely. Why? Because they're easily accessible. And they send me coupons and they still, like I said, have some really great scents. And as long as they continue to fit either underneath my lamp or in my crock, I'm happy to pop them in there by the time that they get to this point. But it would be nice just to be able to finish a candle, right? Like that would be the ideal. Anyway, you guys, again, let me know your thoughts. I have more of these candles from this collection to review, so hopefully those reviews will be coming up in the coming days. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch. Please subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.